Okay, we are live. Awesome. I'm going to screen share. Here we go. Welcome to the team call, everybody. So first off, we're going to start with some shout outs just to get you guys recognized for hitting some goals. So we're going to go with Success Club shout outs. First, let's see, we have some who are at 10 right now. We have Caitlin Preston, Amanda Roberts, Nikki Rockefeller, and Melissa Pucella. I'm at 8. At 4, we have Samantha Denny. I'm sorry, if I slaughter anybody's name, unmute yourself and tell me, but I'll probably do it again. What oh. Can you hear me? Okay, no, I just need to mute people, you're saying. Okay, let's see here. Where's my participants? Sorry, guys. Is that better? Let's see, a couple more, hey? Oh, I can't hear you, Nikki. Oh, you know why? I turned down my volume, you guys. On my computer. Leave it to me. Sorry about that. Jeez. One of these days I'll get with it. Okay, so I'll start over real quick. So at Success Club 10, we have Caitlin Preston, Amanda Roberts, Nikki Rockefeller, Melissa Pucella. I'm at 8. We have Samantha Denny at 4, Janice Gerard at 4, Heather Kirkpatrick, Emily Hansen, Kelly Pronskinski. I hope I'm saying that right. Nicole Ames, all at 4. And then at 2, we have Eric Bergen, Lindsay Rigoni, Ashlyn Lothholm, Derek Jukala. I don't know that. I don't even know. That's going to be Brooke's new name, and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Abby Gerard, Ashley Vale, Christy Miner, Kaylee Young, and Sarah Adams. This is awesome, you guys. And for those of you who are at 4 or 2, look at how much time you still have. You still have lots of time. So there's no doubt in my mind that you guys won't be at Success Club 5 or even 10 at the end of the month, and shoot big. I always say shoot for Success Club 10 at the absolute least, because then if you don't hit your goal, you're more likely to hit Success Club 5 for it. If your goal is 10, then shoot above 10. Shoot for Success Club 15. So if you fall short, then you're still going to hit your 10. And anything is doable with this. So think, dream or go after big goals. Melissa, I know Melissa likes to do weekly goals. So she does Success Club weekly is her goal, Success Club 5. So then in the first week, she's hoping that she's shooting for Success Club 5 is done. And then by week 2, Success Club 10 is done. Week 3, 15. And week 4, 20. But if she falls short, she knows for sure she has 10 locked in the bag. So that's something you guys can work towards too, is to just shooting for Success Club each week instead of for a monthly. That way then you'll hit your goal. But I'm super excited to welcome Nikki on our call. She's going to talk about our target market and creating a network. So I'm going to let her jump right on and share with us.
Am I unmuted? Can you hear me? Okay,
yes.
I'm kind of giggling because I just picked this topic like an hour ago. So it's not, bear with me. But I'm super excited to talk to you guys about defining your target market. And then I'm going to go right into, what was my second topic? Hold on. This is, get used to it, you guys. Get used to it. Liz, what was my other topic?
Growing your network.
Growing your network. Okay. And these go hand in hand. Oh my goodness. I hope I can find my other one. And these go hand in hand because you want to figure out your target market, because that will help you how to know how to grow your network. And just give me one second. If I don't have this all in line, it's going to really bother me. Okay, let's just start with this one. Okay, so does everyone know how to define your target market? raise your hand if you don't know what that means, if you don't know what I'm talking about, who your avatar is. Raise your hand if you don't know what that means. Okay, at least one person, so I'm not talking to myself about this. Okay, so defining your target market is basically knowing who you are posting to. When you're posting and when you're looking for someone, you need to know the specifics of this person. So they always say your vibe attracts your tribe, and that is so true. Because who you attract to your business, whether it's a challenger or into your coaching business, most likely they're going to be like you in a lot of ways. So I'm not going to attract someone who is like 18 years old and has like only 10 pounds to lose, because I don't really have anything in common with that person. And yes, maybe someone would be like, you know, they might think I have a cool personality and they want to join me for that reason. But most likely I'm going to attract moms. I'm going to attract someone who has 50 plus pounds to lose, someone who, you know, balances working and, you know, mom life and being a wife and all those things, and they're trying to juggle it all. They're going to be attracted to me. That is who my target market is. So your vibe, I already said that, your vibe attracts your tribe. Moving on. So if you're posting to everyone, you're posting to no one. Too many of us are posting and we're thinking, oh, I want to post to Facebook and my Instagram, and what does my Facebook family want to see or whatever. And that you can't think, you're not going to please everyone. So quit trying to worry about like posting to your whole Facebook. You have to be targeted at who you're posting about. So think of like 5 things that make you you. And so many people are like, you know, I'm coaching now and I don't know what to post. You're still you, right? You need to post exactly what you were posting before you were a coach, right? But just now you're kind of sprinkling in coaching and maybe your journey, whether it's weight loss or just whatever kind of health journey that you are on, you're sprinkling that in. But you are still you, so you still post those things, right? So think of 5 things that make you you, and post about that, and be specific about that, because that is your target market. Those people that are watching you are going to relate to your 5 things. Does anyone want to share their 5 things while I look up something real quick? Please. No? Okay, I'll share my 5 things. Liz? Okay,
I'll share mine. So, for one, huge foodie. I love food. Bad food for you, good food for you. I love food. So I always post about my food that I'm eating. My crazy mom life, because I have a couple, well, 2 of my kids are literally crazy. And so I post almost a funny thing that one of them says or does almost on a daily basis. And so many people relate to that. I love the outdoors. So that is a big one for me. I sprinkle my journey in there. And let's see what else. I do my faith and my marriage. So those are kind of where I'm at right now. But I can honestly say they shift, because when I was pregnant, that was one of mine. When I was breastfeeding, that was one of mine. So they are going to change. So don't think like you have to have this like tight circle, because they might change for you. We're going to be building a house soon, so that's going to be thrown into the 5 that we're going with, that I'm going with. So they will change, but those are my 5 right now.
And those are kind of like what my 5 are, you know, food. I like posting healthy food. Not that I eat healthy 100% of the time, but I never knew how to eat healthy or what to eat. I always thought it was like salads and carrots, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. So I am posting my healthy food that happens to be super delicious, because I know that my target market is out there confused like I was. And I want to help her and show her that healthy food is not just salads. Like, you can make healthy food that is also equally delicious. So that is one of my 5 things that I like to post about. And, you know, my kids, my marriage. Sometimes I guess I maybe should post about him more, because he's a big part of my life. And my weight loss journey and stuff like that. So figure out what makes you you and post about those things. when you sit down to post, and especially when you're sharing something that is maybe difficult, something that you went through, something that is maybe a hard thing to talk about, off the top of my head, like if you suffer from anxiety or eating disorder or you were obese, all those things that are really hard to talk about in our journey, you need to not care about what other people who are not in your target market, what they think, because you are specifically posting to that person who is going through the same thing that you went through. So think, I want to post right now and share my story to the old me, to who you were at your toughest spot. That is who you want to talk to. That is your avatar. That is your target market. So when you sit down and you're posting, just call your posting person Lucy. You can name her whatever you want, but I call her Lucy. So sit down and be like, I want to post to Lucy right now. What does Lucy want? This sounds so weird. What does Lucy want to learn from me right now? What is she going through? What can I share in my story that is going to help her? Okay, does that make sense? There's just so many coaches that blend in. I mean, there's 450,000 coaches, and I would say over half of them just blend in because they're not targeting who they are, who their target market is. They're just blending in a picture of their shake, their workout, maybe their food. That's all cool and stuff, but you're just going to blend in. So you guys need to get really deep into what your story is. And that is what is going to attract the people to you. Okay, so does anyone have any questions on defining your target market? No. Okay, so now we're moving on to expanding your network. Does everyone know how to grow your network? Raise your hand if you don't know how. And this is just adding people into your social media, whatever social media that you use, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, I don't know, there's other ones too, but these are the only two that I use. So I heard this really great analogy that made it so clear to me that I need to be growing my network every single day. And it was this: if you're not expanding your network, it's like going through a deck of cards and looking for more than 4 aces. I heard that and I was like, whoa, that is so true. Like, how many of us would like 4 rock star diamond coaches on our team? I know I would. But if you're not growing your network, you might have your 4 right now that you have to develop, but that's as far as you're going to go, because if you're not growing your network, you're never going to find them. So if you're not expanding your network, you're not bringing new people into your deck of cards so you can shuffle and find those rock stars, find your tribe, find the people that are going to run with you. So I'm going to give you just a couple tips on how to grow your network. And this is mostly for Facebook, but I will touch on Instagram as well. So first things first, add everyone you know. This is super simple. Anyone that you know, whether it was high school, people that you used to work with, family. Don't prejudge anyone. Just add every single person that you know. Right off the bat, you could possibly have 30 friends in that first couple days if you do this. And again, don't prejudge anyone. So after you add, I wish I could share the screen. Can I share the screen?
I would have to do it for you.
Okay.
Just with the adding, make sure that you touch base that there is a cap out, and you'll get in trouble if you do too many ads.
Yeah.
For the new people.
When you are adding people, it will say what I've noticed is when I'm adding people, and say I'm adding up to 10 people per day, it will say, make sure that you know this person or something. So I take that as a warning, and then I just don't add at all that day. But I've only seen it a couple times. So until you see something, I would just keep doing it. And one thing you want to do is you never want to have pending requests that you are sending out. So every single Sunday, I will go under my requests that people did not accept, and I will delete them because you don't want them to just sit in there. Does everyone know how to do that? Okay, so at the top of your computer, when you click on, let me see if I can share the screen. I feel like I can.
You might be able to from Zoom.
I can, Liz. I'm gonna do this.
You know more things than I do.
All right,
so.
here we go. Okay, so does everyone see this right here? Go under Find Friends, and right here, View Sent Requests. These are all the requests I actually sent out just today. So just today, I sent out these friend requests. Hopefully they accept. If they don't, it's their loss. Moving on. But every single Sunday, we'll delete these requests. And what you do is you go like this, you just scroll over it and you go to cancel request. Okay, so you want to do that. You can do it twice a week. I usually just do it on Sundays because that's the day that I remember to do it. Okay. So that is how you cancel the sent request. So just make sure you're doing that. So add everyone you know right off the bat. Add friends of friends. So go under your friends page. Any friend that you know, any friend that you, warm market, cold market, whatever, go under their page, go under their friends, and there you go. You have all these people that you can add. But like I said, you guys, you want to make sure that you're looking for your target market. I'm not going to be adding like dudes or people that look like they're 16 years old or people that look like they're, I shouldn't say 40 because I'm 33. I'm getting old. So like 50-year-olds with like gray hair, although I have gray hair too. But you know what I mean? You guys, like, don't pick someone, and it's hard to like be judged by just looking at someone on their picture. So maybe scroll through, just take a minute to just scroll through really fast and just be like, wow, she's a mom, she's a wife, she has kids, bam, she's my target market just off of those couple of things. So friend request them. Groups. How many of you guys are in groups on Facebook and you are actively engaged in those groups? No one? Melissa? Do you want to share what group that you're in? No? Okay.
Diabetes groups and people with chronic pain. Perfect.
And that is her target market. She is going through that in her life. And she's battling it every day and she's overcoming it. So she is in that group to provide inspiration. And no, she's not going into the group and spamming people and like putting her link out. She's, asking questions, commenting on other people's questions, engaging. And once she engages with someone, bam, you can friend request them and they're going to accept it because they saw you comment on their post. So it's not creepy. It's not weird. So like we listed out our 5 things in the beginning, you guys can go looking for these groups right now. So if you suffer with anxiety, if you are on a weight loss journey, if you need help, if you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever, there's so many groups out there. Get yourself into at least like one group a week and start engaging and start building relationships and building your network through this way. Does everyone understand the group thing? So just don't go into the group with an agenda. We're truly in there to, comment and like, and, then once that person is added, they accept your thing, they start at step 1 of the funnel. So if you have no idea what the funnel is, go back into the Coach Academy, watch that funnel thing, and even like your 30 friends that you might know right off the bat, or even your list of 100 names, I feel like they should all start at step 1. Now, maybe some of them, if they're like your super warm market, like your BFF, you can go to her and invite her right off the bat because she's your best friend. It's not going to come off weird or salesy. But everyone else who's like iffy, like you still want to maybe reconnect with them, step 1. And this funnel thing just makes it simple, I think, because, you make a list of 100 names. They start at step 1. Do 10 a day. So one other way to expand your network, and I personally have not done this, but I've seen a lot of coaches talk about this, is go to a big page. So Biggest Loser, Jillian Michaels, Nike, Lululemon, is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't own their clothes. I own Walmart clothes. So Walmart.com, just kidding. Just go to a bigger page and look who is commenting under the most recent post. And if it's someone who said something funny or someone that looks like your target market, comment on what they commented on. You know, be like, oh, that was funny, or ask a question or whatever. And then friend request them, and they're not going to think it's super creepy because you just commented on what they commented on. So these are all super simple ways to expand your network. And one thing I just talked about on the Power Hour call, and this has helped me out a lot, so I hope you guys really utilize this, is setting a timer. So when you're sitting down to add to your network, it is so easy to get distracted. Your phone's going off, you have text messages, you have Facebook newsfeed. You guys know that you guys do that. You don't want to get distracted by anything. So set a timer for 10 minutes and be like, all right, I'm going at it for 10 minutes and I'm going to grow my network. I try to shoot for 10. I don't necessarily get 10 every single day. Sometimes I'm like half sleeping and I only get like 6. But set a timer and it's going to help you focus on that. It's kind of like a competition with yourself. Like, I'm going to see how many people I can friend request in these 10 minutes. The timer goes off, and then what I personally do is I set the timer again for another 10 minutes, and I go to Instagram and I search for as many people as I can in those 10 minutes. And Instagram is the same way, you guys. You're going to look for your target market, someone who is just like you. And I don't spend a whole lot of time liking and commenting on their thing. I will follow them and I'll like a couple pictures and I'll move on. I don't waste time commenting. Maybe if I did, they would respond back to me more, or maybe I would get more people that follow me. But for the most part, I do get a lot of people that follow me back because I followed them. I liked a couple pictures and they're going to wonder who the heck I am. And if they go to your page on Instagram and it's appealing, you know, it's not like all creepy and like it's bright. It looks kind of motivating and inspiring and bright. You're not like posting pictures of your crappy food on a crappy paper plate, like mashed potatoes, and it's all like icky, and they're like, what the heck is that? Ew, I'm not following that girl. So make sure your Instagram is all visual. So make sure that when you go to your Instagram, that the first, like, just when it opens up to your Instagram, make sure it's bright, make sure it's inviting and happy and motivating, because they're going to want to follow you back. Like, there's no reason they wouldn't want to follow you back if your page looks good. But with that being said, you guys, make sure that you're not posting on Instagram that you're a Beachbody coach on your bio. You don't want to have your link on there that you're beachbodycoach.com, blah, blah, blah. I have never posted that I am a coach or a health coach or a lifestyle coach or whatever. And not that, like, I know there's a lot of top coaches that do that, but I feel like there's a time and place for it. Like, maybe when you're 5-star and above, then maybe you can do it. But for now, like, I just don't like it because that's going to be the first thing that people see. They're going to see Beachbody coach. Oh, maybe that's why she was following me and liking me, because she wants me to follow her back. And she's going to try to sell to me, because there's a lot of coaches that don't do this business right. And they add people to groups without asking. They cold message people. So they prejudge all of us. So I don't want anyone to know that I'm a coach. I want them to genuinely get to know me and my story and follow me and build that trust up. And if they figure out I'm a coach, which I'm sure they will, that's totally fine. So don't put, coach in your bio. Does anybody have any questions or on expanding your network or anything?
Hey, Nick.
What's that?
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So, with building your network, and so you're in your groups, okay, like your specific groups or whatever, you're in there, you're engaging in the group, you're doing, making friends, that kind of thing. Then when you friend request them without a message, correct?
Yep.
And then once they approve the request, then you go back and you start your process.
Yep. Then they start on step 1 of the funnel, where you're liking and commenting, then you message.
Okay.
There's no wrong or right way to do this. Some people like to send a message with a friend request. I personally think that's creepy. If someone like friend requested me and was like, hi, you're a mom too, and I like connecting with other moms. I don't know. I think like if I got that, it would be just weird.
Okay.
Not to say it doesn't work for other coaches. A lot of coaches probably do that, you know?
Because I have been doing it, but it takes time, and then half the time I don't even see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when I'm doing those cold messages. So I think I'm going to be doing what you're doing, but I just need to engage more in the group so people see me more.
Yeah, most people
and
don't
not
see
just-
those. Most people don't see those messages, so it is. I feel like it's a waste of time too. And I've done both ways. I get more results like Nikki.
Okay.
Any other questions? I don't really have anything else to talk about, so I hope I provided value to you guys. Liz, do you have anything to say?
No, but you guys don't be scared to ask questions. Like these Zoom calls are where, you know, we grow as a team, and some little questions that you have will help, like other people have those same questions, or when we answer it, they'll understand it even better too. So feel free to ask any questions. It doesn't matter if you're a new coach or you're a veteran coach. Make sure that you guys are asking questions and taking the time.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's kind of like completely off the topic of the network, of building your network and that kind of thing. But are you guys going to be hosting a next challenge group for us to be adding people into, or do you want us to do our own challenge group?
Liz, what do you do?
I'll create a group. Let's see here. We'll have start date. This is for anybody who doesn't have anybody to host with. We will host one. Let's see, I'm on the wrong month. It's not August yet. We will start June 5th.
Okay.
Melissa?
Do you do more than one funnel at a time?
I start a new funnel every day.
Oh,
So Monday, I open my notebook. Left side, I have my power hour. My right side, I have my funnel. So it'll say Monday at the top. I'll have 5 to 10 people, and they will start on step 1. And then Tuesday, power hour on my left side. Tuesday, step 1 funnel. Okay? So every day, there's people starting on step 1. But you can't forget to go back and, you know, every day, as soon, like, you're going to end up having quite a few funnels going, which is fine because it's organized, so it makes it super simple. But you can't forget to, like, go back. So, like, Thursday, you might have a new funnel starting on step 1, but Monday, that is the day to message someone. Does that make sense? From the funnel from Monday. So it keeps it really organized, so it's super simple to do, but don't like only focus on that one funnel and then that's it. You're gonna have to go back on some days and do what is scheduled for that day for that person.
and I see why that'd be easier to just do 5 people to start instead of like when I was asking about 10, because you do one every day.
I mean, you can do 3 a day if you want. You can do 5 a day. You can do 10 a day. It depends on your goals and how fast you want to grow. I personally like doing 10 because out of those 10, some people aren't going to answer you back. Some people are, you're going to message them the first time and they're going to ignore you. You might message them again and they're going to ignore you. So I'm not going to sit here and like message them constantly when they're not messaging me back. So they're crossed off and I add them to a list for like following up, maybe starting on step 1 again in like a few months because they're just not feeling me right now, which is totally fine. You can't be everyone's cup of tea. So the more you start each day, the more people that you start each day on your funnel, the more chance you're going to get to really click with someone. There's people that I talk to and I don't click with them at all. Like I'm not feeling them, they're not feeling me. The messages are really short and cold. Like you ask them something, you're like, yep. It's like, you're rude. I'm just kidding. I think that in my head, I don't tell them that. But so yeah, you're not going to click with everyone that you're talking to. And a lot of people aren't going to message you back. So try to do 10 a day because you might find like 3 to 5 that you really jive with.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I married the only one not muted.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, I've been doing a few, well, I shouldn't say a few, like a lot of cold market messages lately, inviting to the coaching opportunity based on like who looks like a positive person, you know? And I've gotten results that way. So do you guys ever like send out cold messages to people that you haven't talked to at all yet? But they've been like a friend of yours for like a month that you just haven't reached out to yet? You guys ever do that?
I personally have never, I can't say never because maybe the first couple months of a coach I was super excited. So I was like, blah, 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 blah. But personally now, I don't ever send out cold messages. If it's working for you, that's completely awesome. So don't try to like stop it if it's working for you. But I get a lot of cold messages. For some reason, I like to attract people that are, it works. And I get cold messages and unique. And I get cold messages all the time from them, probably twice a week at least. And they're like, hey girl, I'm super excited. We're having a sale and blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. I didn't even know that we were friends. And I would hate to like send someone a cold message like that because I want to build a relationship and see if there's even a need for what I have for them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's personally what I do.
I don't like spew everything at them. I don't know if there's any kids on here, but I basically I've been sending out kind of the same one to a lot of people lately, and it's, hey, I love your posts. You seem like a very positive person. You're very inspiring to follow and stuff like that. I think you would be really good at what I do. Have you ever considered coaching? And then I said, I have a video that me and a friend of mine recorded if you're interested. And of course, lots of people ignore. But it started a lot of good conversations of just like, even if they're not interested, it's kind of like broke the ice a little bit for some people. And I actually got a coach out of it like 3 days ago. So
That's awesome.
it has been working. And at the very least, it just started a lot of good conversations between the people that answered back. So
My last 8 SC points were from cold messages.
Wow. Liz, do you do that?
I used to too. I don't anymore. But I'm at a, like, for me, I only want to add people that I know I'd have a really tight relationship with. And I don't know that until like I followed them. I built like a little relationship. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't like invite wise. It doesn't take me long to do the invite process, but I don't do that. And it's just because I've lost a lot of coaches where they were super, super excited when they jumped on, when I like doing cold bites, but we didn't mesh good. So now I just want to make sure that I mesh with them, and I'm really picky about who I'm adding as a coach for that reason. It's just because I want to make sure that they're in it for the, to build a business, because I've just wasted a lot of time on people that weren't in it. And then I've lost a lot. And I feel like once I build a relationship with them, I know if they're going to be in it for the long haul before. But I'm not saying that that's wrong or anything for, especially to get to Diamond. I did go to I went to all my friends and family, and Emily can vouch for this. And I literally was like, you need to do this with me. Like, this is awesome. You need to do this with me. So, but this was all like close friends, family. And I did do it for a while. But once, you get to Diamond, then you want to focus on business builders, because we're looking at right away getting you to star Diamond and that kind of stuff. And so building just a little relationship before is awesome. Just so you know if they're going to be a lifer with you. If they have that true want and desire for it, then yes. But that's just my input. Like, if it's working for you, do it for sure. But that's just how what didn't work for me was later on not having that connection relationship.
I just wanted to make sure that my cold invites were for challengers. They're never for coaches.
Can everyone say cheese real quick? Sorry. I'll send that to you guys if you want.
I love all these questions though. And yeah, I mean, if you guys want to give it a try, like what Lindsay is doing and Melissa is doing, then for sure what works for you. But I also, like Nikki, I get almost on a daily basis. I'm trying to like, and some of them don't try and sell, but you know they're trying to sell and all that. So
I love when a
I don't
coach
do that.
tries to form you. It's so funny. And you feel
I
awkward,
go
you're
along
like,
with it.
"Did you tell them? Do you really?
Yeah, I do for a little bit. I just want to see what their techniques are.
I know. You might as well. Hey, learn. I should start doing that. Learn from them. That's funny.
I had a Plexus girl try to form me the other day, and she was like throwing all these videos at me about the compensation plan. And I was like, okay,
Oh my goodness.
save your breath because I'm not interested.
No kidding.
It's crazy. Not the way we were trained, that's for sure.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm giving you guys an action step right now. We have 20 minutes before I'm hosting a What is Coaching call. I want you guys to go and invite 5 people to it and try and get 5 people on the Zoom call that I will be hosting in 20 minutes. Okay? Who's
How
up for
long
it?
will it be, Liz?
Oh, quick. I'm quick.
In
I've
case
got
they
it
ask.
down. I've got it down for like 15 minutes. Unless
Okay.
there's questions, but I'm pretty quick with it now.
And is the link to it already posted in your team page?
Yep, team page. It's right underneath Nikki's beautiful picture. Or
All right.
above it.
Are
Above
you doing
it.
that every week now?
Yep, it's we have a calendar in our team page and it has exactly when the calls are and everything. So it will tell you when we have the coach. So
Dude, I should probably listen to yours because I have mine coming up in like a couple weeks.
haters, go, Mom.
I'm leaning. I need my.
All right, action step. Everybody go do it. And we will see your prospects in 20 minutes.
Hi.
Go. Bye.
What are you doing? I am working.
Haters, stop. No,
I heard your kid talk.
not mine. No, I gotta go.
I said, what?
One more call.
Another one? For how long?
Mom, do you want me to be a millionaire?
Ask Jess if she wants her room. How long, Paul?